Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Life as Kel. It's all about me, Kel, and my life. And today, we are going to be talking about how to decompress and de-stress when fighting the good fight. With the Black Lives Matter movement in full swing, you may be experiencing high emotions, confronting some harsh realities, and finding a way to make activism a part of your daily life. Stay tuned for some tips that have helped me take care of myself while fighting for justice. I don't know about you guys, but I've spent the past 2 weeks preaching, teaching, advocating, protesting at work, online, at home, in the other spaces that I occupy, and I found myself so exhausted and irritable by the end of the week. It got to the point where I would just break down and cry at certain points in the day. I was so sad and overwhelmed and angry that I knew I needed to do something to help myself because my mental health was deteriorating fast. I wasn't finding time to rest and relax, but I know it can be hard to do both, to feel like you're a strong activist for the movement while also being a sane and healthy human being. So the first thing I did was take breaks from social media and news consumption. Before, I couldn't stay off my phone. I was inundated with messages and news and social media posts. It felt so overwhelming, and it literally felt like I could not turn it off. I had to mute my notifications, and I even made Joshua confiscate my phone if I felt like I really couldn't stay off of it. In doing so, I was able to clear my mind and not constantly be consuming negative media or having to tend to my phone, and it also helped me make sure that the time I did spend on my phone was productive. Just like you can schedule out the time you spend on your phone, you can also schedule out your activism. I know you may feel like you have to do it all. You have to make phone calls and write letters and post on social media and go to protests and check people who need to be checked. But all those things do not have to be done in one day. Schedule out your activism like you would assignments at school or at work. I know this helped us feel like we had a handle on what we were doing, and it also helped us achieve our goals because we knew we had a plan. Allow yourself the space and room to feel your emotions. I was so tense and irritable last week that it felt like I was carrying around this huge weight. And once I just had a good cry and I talked it out with Joshua, I felt like I could breathe again. If you find yourself harboring these emotions, you're not going to be the best version of yourself that you can be, and you're not going to be an effective activist. Make sure to check in with yourself daily. Next tip is make sure you set boundaries with those around you. Joshua and I had to sit down and have a conversation because he was just going all week. And he was carrying this anger around with him that definitely made its way into our interactions until I sat him down and was like, listen, I appreciate everything you're doing, but you need to slow down. He felt a lot better knowing his emotions were not negatively affecting our dynamic, and it made it a lot easier for us to work together for the cause. Make sure to sleep, eat, and hydrate. If you do not do these 3 things, you are setting yourself up for failure. If you're finding these things hard to do on your own, have someone else help you hold yourself accountable, and you can even schedule these things out too. Allow your basic human functions to work with you, not against you. This next skill is so important. It's the art of distraction. It'll take your mind off of all the overwhelming thoughts that you have and allow you to focus on something else. In order for Joshua and I to distract ourselves, we play a game, we watch a movie, we indulge in our hobbies. And I know it may seem really hard to enjoy your hobbies at a time like this, but it's really important to continue to put yourself first and participate in the things that make you who you are. Not a lot of people utilize the next tip I'm about to share with you, but that is to take a mental health day. If you're not taking care of your mental health, you're not operating at your highest functionality. Everybody needs a break every once in a while, and if you've been fighting that good fight and are on social media every day or out in the streets protesting all the time, you need to take a day for yourself and just yourself. Outside of work, outside of school, outside of engaging and interacting with other people, just take time to reflect on you. Lastly, remember that action and rest go hand in hand. You can't have one without the other. It's all about finding a balance. You can't be the best activist you can be if you neglect your mental and physical health. Stay well, stay healthy, stay strong, and I'll see you in my next video.